Hello YouTubers, and welcome to a new video of Arepas for dinner. For the ones who don't know me, my name is Andrea and I make videos about my life. I live in the Czech Republic, I'm a mom of 2, and today is more of a mommy vlog, so if you like that stuff, stay tuned for it. So in this video, we're gonna talk about kids' clothes because it's an entire thing, and especially if you come from a warm country, you're gonna encounter that the colder months are so difficult with the clothing of the kids. So I'm gonna help you out with that. So this video is gonna actually have 2 parts. The first part, I'm gonna look a little bit that way because I have my notes there. The first part is how to dress babies and toddlers in the colder month because I have 1 baby and 1 toddler. And the second part is gonna be how to combine clothes and make all these things that I explained in the first part fashionable, because I feel that it's very easy just to put a bunch of clothes and then it's like, oh, the baby's dressed, and I say, yeah, but is he photo ready? This video is going to be more based on girls because I do have girls, but I think it does work for boys as well. But that's it. Without further ado, let's start with the video. The first step when you're going to dress a kid in the colder month is to ask yourself, what are you going to do? It seems stupid, but it's not. I mean, it's very different the way you're going to dress them if you're going to go to the mall. Even if you're going to walk on the street for 15 minutes and then get to the mall, or if you're going to take metro and go to somebody's house and spend there like the evening, or if you're actually just going to go check out Christmas markets. Like, it's completely different what they have to wear, and I'm going to explain a little bit more further. I'm going to divide everything in between like babies and toddlers, and I'm going to try to put examples so you know what I'm talking about. But first, let's go for the mall thing versus then staying outside. So if you're actually going to be mostly in a warm place, my suggestion is to just dress the kids as you want them to look in the warmer place and just put a jacket over them pretty much. So don't go crazy with the layers, don't do any of that, just literally encapsulate all the warmth for the 25 minutes walk or whatever to the place you're going, and then you can remove that, and the poor kid doesn't have to be wearing a jacket and bunch of socks and bunch of hats in a 23 degrees mall because nobody wants that. If you're gonna go to a park or to a Christmas market, or you're just gonna like walk around, then you have to dress them differently because then the layers become more important because you can remove or add depending on the temperature, as well as the outer layer should be cuter because that's literally the outfit they're wearing. I'm so sorry about my surroundings, but it's very hard to put makeup, do a video, put a baby away, and also clean the house to do the video. So this is what we're working with right now. So I divided the weather in 3 sections. The first section is 11 to 19. That's pretty much October and some days in November, maybe if we're lucky. The second weather is 0 to 10. Of course, everything is Celsius. So, and then the third weather is weather below 0. Let's start with 11 to 19. We go for baby first. You want to wear first a onesie, long sleeve onesie. Of course, we're always going to do long sleeve now that the weather is below 20. So a long sleeve onesie, a sweater, in my opinion, is better a sweatshirt that you put through the head, but that's my opinion. Tights and pants. Tights because tights cannot be removed. Socks, they can remove them themselves, especially when they're in that age like 9, 10, 11 months. They do remove the socks easily. So better tights and then pants. It could be sweatpants, it could be pretty pants, it could be jeans, whatever. And then maybe a waterproof jacket or soft shell. This depends if you're gonna stay out. For example, we have a soft shell pants that we let her wear so she can crawl around when we're outside and she won't get wet. Shoes, if you are into that. We are not really into shoes, so we're not doing shoes. Now, for a toddler, we're gonna go for a long sleeve shirt. There's no onesies already at a certain age, and I don't even like onesies after a certain age. After that, we have a sweater as well. I prefer a sweatshirt or a sweater with buttons, but we're going to talk about that in the style part. So long sleeve shirt, sweater, pants and socks. I love jeans, to be honest, but we're going to talk about that in style. You can wear any pants. I wear same pants, thick socks, maybe a waterproof jacket or a soft shell, meaning she already has a sweater, so now she only needs kind of like a windbreaker, for saying it that way, and trainer shoes. I'm a fan of trainer shoes. I think boots are only for like very cold weather. Otherwise, if you have a good plastic trainer shoes, Shein has millions, by the way, very inexpensive. They're way better than any other shoe you can think of. When the weather is 0 to 10, we're talking about already like winter. Most of the winter in Czech Republic is 0 to 10. Sometimes we're below 0, but it's not that often. So for a baby, you will start with a long sleeve onesie, then a sweater, of course, then tights and pants, then gloves with a string. because that way you can put the gloves with a string on the back and let them hang from the jacket. Socks and shoes, you don't have to wear shoes, but maybe some like booties or something that can enclosure her feet, because that's a part that can get very, very cold and that can be very dangerous. And remember, babies cannot tell you they're cold, they just cry, and it can be very bad, so be careful. Of course, a hat, and this is the point of having a hat. I don't believe in wearing hats when it's above 10. I don't think it's necessary in my personal opinion. So a hat only in between 0 to 10. So a hat, then a jacket, and then a stroller jacket. So stroller jacket is literally like a coat that you put to the stroller, and is your best friend, especially if you're going from the metro to the mall or something like that, where the walk is very short. You can even forget the shoes if you have a very good stroller jacket. We have a wonderful one, and we use it with our first one and with our second one. For the toddler, we have the long sleeve shirt, a sweater, tights, and pants. This time we're gonna put tights under the pants, so she's actually extra warm without being sweaty. So no leggings under the pants, but tights. Waterproof gloves, and they're gonna be touching a lot of things. And 0 to 10, you might have snow. It depends on what they're doing, but I usually try to have a pair of waterproof gloves and a pair of normal gloves in my backpack. Then hat and a scarf and a jacket. I, of course, as well bring a blanket, because she still goes in the stroller, because we are still in a city where you walk a lot, so she uses the stroller still, and I have a blanket. I do not like these stroller jackets for toddlers because they always get their shoes wet, and they're always going to be muddy, always. So in my personal opinion, it's way better to just designate a blanket that they're going to have when they're in the stroller. At least my kid never threw away the blanket. She was very happy just to wear the blanket, and you can remove it easy if the weather is closer to 10, or you can put it back if the weather is closer to 0. If the weather is below 0, of course, when it's below 0, you might anyway want to go out. So this is what you're going to put the baby. So for a baby, we'll start with a long sleeve onesie, a sweater, warm leggings, not pants, warm leggings, no stocking, no, warm leggings and socks, and the socks over the leggings. And there you're going to put them a winter overall. A winter overall is literally a jacket that is full body jacket. I think is amazing, and I think I made a big mistake to not purchase one the first time, but I did with my second one. Then a hat and a scarf is even better if you have one of those hats that has the scarf included, because babies tend to not like any of that, so that might be a good one. And of course, a stroller jacket. Then for the toddler, we're talking about long sleeve shirt, sweater, warm leggings, socks, and I say warm leggings, no pants, no tights, warm leggings, socks, and winter overall, the same that the baby had, but this time for toddlers. I got mine in Tesco. It's fantastic, it's so pretty, it's so versatile and useful, and she's fully dressed underneath this. She's not wearing tights, meaning if we go to a mall or somewhere, I can just remove the jacket and she has leggings and maybe a long style sweater that is very cute or whatever, but she doesn't need pants, because pants and these would be too much. Hat, scarves, boots, and a stroller blanket once again. So that's pretty much the list of things. I hope this explains it very good. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about how to style all of that, because now that you have all that, okay, but maybe my baby looks like a potato. How can I avoid my baby looking like a potato? I understand that I had those problems too. So, I mean, it's not really a problem, but I'm going to explain you and show you here how I made all that function and look so pretty for so little money. First step to dress any baby or kid fashionable is to follow the same rules that you follow yourself. And I'm talking, for example, you would never wear a skin tight shirt with leggings, right? So don't do that to them. And I'm going to elaborate. And of course, kids sometimes want to decide what they want to wear, and it's horrible, and you allow them, and that's fine. But you shouldn't be dressing them ugly just for the sake of it. I mean, that's my opinion. I just love when I see kids very well dressed, and I can tell that most of the clothes is not expensive, but it just looks very good because they know how to make it work. Okay, that's it. I'm going to explain. So number 1, pick a base color and stick to it. This is your beige baby type of thing. And you can pick beige. You can pick white. You can pick gray, green, pink, orange, whatever is like your favorite color. And pretty much you are gonna buy most of the pieces in this color. We pick pink because it's the easiest. And I will tell you, pick pink, but you can pick gray or white. It doesn't matter, whatever color works for you. In this color, you're gonna buy most of the onesies and most of the pants and most of the leggings, and you're gonna keep it pretty monotone. So we're talking about no motif, no little dots, no, we're talking about the basic. So it's going to be like a basic gray leggings or black leggings or like a basic onesies, no motif, just color. That's it. No princess, nothing of that. We're going to build towards that slowly, but that shouldn't be your base. Number 3, now you're going to add accents. So accents are what makes the baby look amazing. So now you have your basics. Very good. Congratulations. You have your beige baby. Now we're going to buy, for example, some trousers that are actually jeans, jean color, or you're going to buy like pink jeans that are very cute, or some like green flower pants that are very nice. You're going to buy sweaters. For example, a sweater that has a big cartoonish thing in the middle, or a sweater that has a lot of flowers and a lot of color. Like all of those accents are going to be amazing, and they're going to work so well with your base colors. We're not going to mix the accents. We're always going to keep the base color and then put the accents on top of that base color. Number 4, I just mentioned it before, but it's important. Get them jeans. Nothing is easier to match than jeans. And Shein has all of the jeans that you can think of. I'm talking about overalls. I'm talking about like pants. Like don't buy the warm ones that have like something inside, because we're going to layer them up with the leggings. Tons of black leggings, by the way. Like leggings, I'm not a fan of colorful leggings. I just think like leggings are a very basic piece that should stay as a basic piece, and it shouldn't be bright nothing. Like it's better to have a beautiful bright sweater and black leggings than have like a pink shirt and like colorful leggings and then Number 5, get a functional jacket. Again, no motif, no little things, unless it's like very little flowers, very delicate. But if you have no idea, it's better no motif. So get them a functional jacket, and then get 2 non-functional ones, meaning they're functional, but they're not your average, like just very functional, just practical. No, it's like more of like a dressy coat that it looks like an adult coat for kids. And I know many brands carry these, especially very posh brands, but I can tell you I've seen them everywhere in Tesco, and they're so pretty, and they're gonna make the baby and the kid stand out so good for so little money. Number 6, get the boots for your toddler in conventional colors. So I know you wanna go for the pink, purple, it has a dog on the side type of boot, but unless you're like a mastermind in matching, it's not gonna look the best. So my super advice is to start with the basics: white, black, brown. White tennis shoes, black and brown boots, black tennis shoes as well work fine. Shein has all of them. Like, it's so inexpensive to buy shoes there that I couldn't believe when I went to a mall and tried to buy a shoe in person. It was like 700 crowns, and I was like, baby, in Shein, for 700 crowns, I buy 4 pairs. So she can destroy them, it doesn't matter, and I can buy them again because they're so inexpensive in comparison. And kids do destroy shoes, and their feet grows very fast. So I'm not spending more money in my baby's shoes than in my shoes that are supposed to last like 6 years. Theirs are gonna last like 6 months. Scarves and hats. I know a lot of people like these t-shirt style hats for the kids. I find them very ugly. Like, pardon my French, but they're hideous. So what I do is I actually go for the thicker look one. And those are those kids that you're like, oh my gosh, why he looks so cool, why she looks so cool. And it's literally because they have a thicker hat. And actually, a little trick is that you can buy a normal adult hat, and it would work for them. Especially if it's kids that are not going to be removing the hat, that they're okay with wearing hats, you can buy adult ones. My kid wear adult hats like the entire winter because they're just more comfy. They're more like, they're thicker, they're warmer for her. She loves them. And then for the younger one, for the baby, I actually like those that you put the entire head on and they just have like a little circle and they have the scarf here. It's very hard to put a scarf on a baby. And they have like maybe ears. You can buy it in pink, you can buy it in brown, you can buy it in beige. And scarves, I also don't like what they call like the infinitive scarves. I find them hard to put on and hard to remove. The kids and the toddlers get very frustrated with them. And you know what? Shein has you. It has your back. Then again, it's these scarves that you can put part of the scarf inside through a little hole. So they look like adult scarves. They're so cute, so pretty, but they won't fall, but you don't have to put them over the head. They're so practical. I literally have 2 of them, and I have for the toddler and I have 1 for the baby. Gloves. Many pairs of gloves. For the baby, it doesn't have to have the fingers out. It can be one of those that is like, they're like this. I would buy 2 or 3 pairs at least. And if they have the string, so you can put the string through the jacket, even better, because that way they won't lose them. Otherwise they will be loose. You will have to buy like 35 pairs because they just get lost all the time. Now for the toddler, I would as well buy the ones that have the string, and you need some that are waterproof as well. You can buy the ones with the separate fingers or the together fingers. Together fingers tend to be warmer. So think negative together fingers, no negative, you can have the separate fingers, but waterproof is important because they get wet, and unless you can find wool ones, which would be the absolute best, but I haven't been able to find wool ones. If you know where to find the wool ones, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to have wool ones, because if you know anything about fabrics, you know that wool doesn't get cold even when it gets wet, and that is amazing for a kid. But I haven't found any gloves that are wool that are not like 2,000 Czech crowns, which I'm not going to pay. The jackets. Forget the jackets that have the gloves attached. It doesn't work. Forget jackets that are too tight. I know Tesco carries so many jackets that are too tight. You want to be able to put a sweater inside. Also, it's very important. My husband always reminds me that what keeps you warm is not the fabric, but the air. Meaning, if you have layers and you have more air between your layers, that's the thing that is going to make you warmer, not actually the amount of fabric that you have. On my basic rules of dressing the kids. Number 1, tights are not pants. Even if the tights have beautiful teddy bear in the butt, that's beautiful. Also, the kids' underwear have strawberries in them, and you don't let them wear the strawberries panties in public. So it's the same. Like, tights are something to be worn under. And if you just want to put the baby on tights because you think it's more comfortable, then clip the onesie over the tights, because tights is underwear and you don't want to be having that like in the outside. You can do it, but it's not going to look cute. Number 2, leggings should be wear with something bulky on top. So as we talk about the long sleeve shirts and then leggings, but that shouldn't be it. You should be able to wear something that kind of conceals a little bit the legging, the same that you would do yourself. If you wear leggings, you will wear like a bulkier sweater, kind of do the same for your kid, and they're gonna look so cute when wearing that. Number 3, skin tight shirts are completely fine if the bottom is bulky. So you never have both tights. It's okay both bulkies because they're kids and it's cute, or you can have bulky tight or bulky tight, but never both tights. Number 4, tights with motifs is a no-no. Like, we would be able to wear them if they have, for example, a very plain gray dress and then you have like tights that have like little dots on it. It would look cute. But other than that, it just looks, in my opinion, very bad. Number 5, better if the leggings are plain color. I already talked about that, but we can put the motif thing just like one piece. You always have like basic and then like one piece of accent. Like, you wouldn't put yourself a skirt with dots, with a sweater with stripes, and like pantyhose with squares or stripes as well. It would look so bad. So you would usually put like plain color everywhere, and then like maybe one sweater that is like full of little dots or little flowers or whatever. So do the same for your kid in a childish way, of course. But in my opinion, even if you're going to go for colorful baby, super colorful baby, go for it, but don't go for crazy motifs all over the place, because they literally look like Sims babies. Fine, if you like it, fine. But my advice, if you want your baby to look very fashionable, don't do that. Number 6, dresses in winter are the absolute best. I love dresses in winter, especially when you're going to go to a place where they can remove the jackets, meaning if they're going to go to somebody's house, if they're going to go to a mall, if they're going to go to a restaurant. So that means you wear the onesie, you wear tights, the onesie close the tights, and then you wear a sweater dress. As well, if we're talking about a baby or a little toddler, maybe 1 year, 1 year and a half, you wanna have a panty or like an underwear in the bottom. It will look way cuter because that kid is gonna be showing the bottom, because it just works like that. And it just looks so well put together when you have one of those beautiful underwears to hold on top of the tights and on top of the onesie. It would just look beautiful. 8, hair is fun. And I understand that in winter they wear a lot of hats. So for my toddler, she has a lot of hair. I make very low pigtails that they can be coming out of the hat. The same that we do with our own hair. We kind of put it in the front and then we put the hat. I do the same with my toddler, and she looks like a model when I do that. For my baby, no, because her hair is like a joke, almost inexistent, but I do carry bows with me. That means that when we get somewhere and I remove that hat, I can immediately pin a little bow on top of her hair, and she looks so put together. Number 9, sweaters with no zippers. So I'm not a fan of the typical Gap sweater. I don't find them cute, and I think they look old very, very fast. I would much rather have a sweatshirt with no zipper, or if you're the ones that want to open and close the sweater, one with buttons. When they're little, you can just like button the top one and it looks adorable. And when they're older, like toddlers, you can buy the ones that have the 3 buttons and just keep them buttoned up. It looks so divine. Right now, H&M has beautiful ones. I just purchased a couple for Alicia and they were not expensive and they were so, so cute. And number 10, the most important of all the advice is variety can save you. So maybe ask your friends who already had babies to give you hand-me-downs clothes. You don't have to keep everything. You can go through it and give it to someone else or give it away. But I just gave a gigantic box to one of my followers. And before that, I got a friend that got me like 3 gigantic boxes when Alicia was born. So definitely that helps a lot, because once you get that, you can go through the basics. You can keep what you like. You can keep all the jeans and all those things and just give away what you don't need. But that way you're going to spend way less money. And now for the last part of the video, I'm going to tell you what are my favorite stores and to buy what. My favorite store over all stores is Shein. Shein is not the best for little babies. Shein is the best for toddlers. So hear me out. Maybe for accessories for little babies is okay, but otherwise the sizes are not as precise as I would like. And especially with like the jackets and those types of things, you never know if the material is going to be good enough. But for toddlers, it's amazing. Jeans, they have all the jeans. Shoes, every single shoe you can think of. So please do yourself a favor and go to Shein and check out there. I don't have a code for you or anything. I don't collaborate with anyone. I wish, but definitely one of my favorite ones. The second one is Pepco. Pepco is just a very inexpensive store that seems to not have anything because it's not as organized as I would like it, but they do have a lot of things and they do have a lot of basics, especially these like long sleeve shirts. They have a lot of that. So go check out Pepco. I wouldn't go for the shoes. I think the ties are very expensive, but definitely the long sleeve shirts and the basics. They have a lot of that. Sinsei has everything you can think of. Sinsei is amazing. They have online Sinsei and as well they have in-person Sinsei. I love that store. I think they have so many cool winter things. They do have a lot of the ugly motifs, so you do have to make yourself around and kind of like look around enough until you find things that are actually cute, but they do have them. The last one in Czech Republic would be Tesco. So Tesco and H&M, but H&M is more expensive. H&M is amazing for babies, but it's more expensive. So I would say Tesco. Tesco for babies is great, especially the huge Tesco that is in Zličín, because that's a mega Tesco, and mega Tesco's, or Tesco Extra, I think it's called, have so much clothes. So definitely worth checking it out. They have a lot of burpees, and that's a huge advice. Always wear burpees with you so they can eat, they can messy the burpee, and then you can remove it and they look beautiful again. They even have so many burpees that you can match the burpees with the outfit, but that's being extra. That's me. And as well, the last one is actually Primark. And I do know that we have a Primark in Prague, but I do not like the kids section in the Primark in Prague. I like the one in Dresden. So if you're able to go to Dresden, that's the one to be. That they have so many things for newborns and they have so many beautiful things for toddlers. For that age between like 8 months and a year, I don't think they have that much. They don't have many shoes and they have a huge gap of sizes. So they do have for newborns, which in my opinion, they don't need shoes. And they do have for like older kids, like 3 and older, but they do not have for toddlers. So no for shoes, but yes for outfits. They have so many beautiful jackets, overalls, and of course, raincoats. All that is beautiful. Alicia's raincoat is from there. It's a beautiful cream color with little pink dots. Raincoats are very important. I always carry them with me because if it's raining, well, you just pop them on top of everything and it's absolutely perfect. And I think that's it. So that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and to give this video a big thumbs up, as well as tell me down in the comments if there was something I missed or something else you want to know about dressing up your kids for the colder month. I know it's like a learning curve and it took us a while to understand how it works, but now with 2 babies, one of 2 years old and the other one turning 1 in exactly 1 week, it's absolutely necessary to tackle these because I do want to go out with them and I do want them to be warm and fashionable. So that's it. I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye-bye.